Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't uploaded in a really long time, but I'm excited to finally upload it, especially this video. I've been wanting to upload this video for a few months now because I became vegan about a year ago. So I wanted to do like my 1 year anniversary as a vegan. So it's been a little over a year, but I've been so excited to film this. So if you guys want to know why I became vegan and my journey, I'm still on the journey, but how I came to be where I'm at right now, keep watching, okay? So I wanted to give you guys a little backstory of where I'm from so it kind of makes sense as to maybe how difficult it was for me to become vegan. My family is from the Dominican Republic. It's a small little island in the Caribbean. It's beautiful. I love it there. I grew up going there. I consider myself Dominican American. Even though it's a tropical place and of course there's an abundance of fruits and vegetables, it's a culture that's based on eating a lot of animal products, a lot of meat, a lot of dairy. Growing up, I didn't even know what being a vegan was. Like, I never ever heard about that. I didn't know what that was. The only thing I knew that was anything about not eating animals was maybe being a vegetarian because of my mother. 7 years ago, my mother went vegetarian, or maybe a little over that. She became vegetarian and she was the only person that I knew personally that was vegetarian. And she didn't really force it down our throats. Like, she didn't say why she was a vegetarian. She didn't really talk about it too much. And she still cooked meat for us. So it wasn't like a big thing, but I knew about it because of her. She never really liked consuming animals. So that's why she decided to become vegetarian. She didn't like it and she kind of felt disgusting eating dead flesh. That's her reason, but she never really talked about it with us. So I don't know, I just didn't really think about it too much when she was vegetarian. It's like, that's what she was doing, but I didn't think about it. I'm in my 20s, my late 20s, and my entire life I just ate what everyone else ate. I used to have a standard American diet. And growing up eating the typical cultural Dominican meals, which I still love, and you can make vegan. That's what I grew up eating. At the beginning of 2016, somehow, you know, when you're in YouTube, you start watching a video that you didn't start out wanting to watch, but somehow you're in that YouTube hole and you can't get out of it. So I think that's how I ended up on this YouTuber's page. Her name on YouTube is Mango Island Mama. She's a vegan mom living in Hawaii and she just documents her life. She gives tips, she does recipes on how to raise a vegan family. She's very informative. I love the way that she tries to spread the vegan message, or the way that she informs people about veganism. She just shines her light and just lives her life. That positivity really got to me. So through her, I started looking at other vegan YouTubers. They always recommended different documentaries to watch. And I watched, I think, Earthlings. And I couldn't even get through the whole thing. Just me seeing the torture that's happening. Something happened in my head where it just clicked. And I just didn't want to eat animals anymore. First became pescatarian. It was in March of 2016. I couldn't do it overnight. Like I said, my entire life I grew up eating a very meat heavy diet. I mean, a typical Dominican dish is rice, beans, and a meat. You always have to have some kind of meat with your dish. So it was a big step for me to just cut out chicken because that's one of the main things that we eat on the island. Rice, beans, and chicken. Rice, beans, and chicken. That's the main dish. Chicken and cow meat and like pig meat, like all that, what they call chuleta, carne. It was difficult because that's what I grew up eating. So for me, I just did baby steps. Decided to become pescatarian first, and that went really, really well. I didn't miss meat at all. And then at the end of May of 2016, I became vegetarian. I gave up fish. I was still eating dairy products. I was still eating animal byproducts, mainly cheese and pastas that had, you know, sauces and stuff like that. End of July, August 2016, I decided that I was gonna completely cut out all animal products. Anything that had to do with an animal, I was gonna give it up. It was really hard because nobody that I knew in my personal life was like that. It was very difficult at first because no one around me is vegan. Not that they don't understand, but they just find it kind of strange. And especially in the beginning, when I first go to people's houses and I can't have that, they're like, why? And then that whole conversation, it's awkward. Cut out cheese, which was the hardest thing for me at the time, even though now I have found vegan cheeses that are delicious. Treeline, guys, Treeline. I'll put a link to Treeline. I love their vegan cheeses. I've maybe eaten something by mistake, like a sauce had maybe something, maybe a milk without me knowing. maybe going out to restaurants, that's the hardest part when you go out to restaurants. You're not 100% sure if they're not a vegan restaurant. Luckily, I live in New York and there are a lot of vegan options. But other than that, I have actively chosen and have not eaten anything that has to do with animals since. It's been a really big life change. At first, like I said, it was very difficult because people didn't get it, and I had to like explain myself every single time, and I feel like people, even till this day, I feel like people still look at me weird, even though they're like my close friends and family. They already know, but I still have to find myself being like, oh, I can't eat that, because I'm really happy with the choice that I made. The reason why I decided to do it, like I said in the beginning, was because of the animals. I guess I'm what they call an ethical vegan. I just didn't want to contribute to the suffering of animals. I didn't want to contribute to the animal farming industry. And it's such an easy way to not contribute to the suffering of animals, because all you have to do is not buy those products. People always say, like, is it hard for me to be vegan? And for me, I say no. It's so easy. One, because I guess I have a very strong why. My why is that I'm doing it because of animals. I cannot, if you guys look at those videos, it's disgusting. And the crazy thing is that I'm not even a animal person per se. Like, I've never really had pets like that, and I'm not really a pet person. Like, I would never have a dog, I don't think. I know it's so sad, I'm sorry. But if I did, I would have to have a huge backyard or something. But like, I would never have a dog or a cat. I wouldn't have pets, but I don't want to harm them. Even though I'm not a pet person, I just don't want to harm them, and I don't want them to be harmed. I guess I've always been, not just with animals, but I'm very sensitive to violence. I can't condone violence. I can't watch any horror movies. I can't any watch torture movies. Movies that have to do with slavery or people are suffering. I really don't like watching them. I don't like seeing people suffering unjustly. I mean, suffering in general, but like suffering unjustly, I can't see it. It affects me very deeply. Those documentaries are like the PETA videos. I don't have to watch them completely because I can't. It's like, oh, it's so horrible. It's disgusting what happens in those farms. It's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. If it's as easy as not eating them, not buying them, not supporting that industry, then why not do it? And I mean, there's so much good food that don't come from animals. I do follow PETA on Facebook, and I guess that's also another daily reminder because they post videos every day about all the suffering, the torture of all these animals. It's a nice way, I guess, to remind myself why I'm doing it. I mean, I don't need the reminder, but I guess when you're first starting out, it's like, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing it. I'll put the link to PETA if you want to watch these horrible videos of the torture that goes on in these farms. I'll link it down below because I'm not very good at explaining it. Another thing is that I feel that there's not a lot of Latina or Latino vegan, because I guess meat is just so part of our culture, our food culture. It's a little hard because I have no friends, like no personal friends that are vegan. I know they're out there. If you are one of them, let me know down below. I would love to talk, get to know each other in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of me talking and ranting, but I'm just so proud of my lifestyle right now, and I don't know, it's weird. I would have never thought that I would have become vegan, but it's where I'm at right now, and I think it's where I'll always be in terms of my food lifestyle. I mean, it is a big lifestyle change. It's like a moral change. I would have never thought I would have been here, but here I am, and I would love to know what your thoughts are on veganism. There's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of negative ideas about veganism. I know, I was one of them, trust me, who thought veganism was like a weird thing. Let me know if any of you guys are vegan or if you're thinking about it. I think I'm gonna do some what I eat in a day videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a big old thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure that you hit the red button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye!